going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought. We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in an ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So like I told you, I definitely see a big pullback in the first quarter. Then the master magician set up a distraction so the Fed can cut rates, and then we move up. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, guys, we have Bitcoin and crypto flat. No on the weekend with our only game in town. And going forward, guys, for the most part, is altcoin season. So you have to look out for articles, partnerships. It's going to be a lot of pumps and dumps. And then we have the SEC opens comment period on proposal that would allow options trading on BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF. And we know it was coming because we know they like to keep the casino wide open. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. On Friday, we had yield rates short end up, long end down. And we had the stock market move up, and the mainstream media acted like they don't know why. And if you're a part of my stock premium Patreon account, you took advantage of Bitcoin moving down, and you know the reason why stocks moved up on Friday. Remember, guys, you have to pay attention to all the moving pieces. And if you know the reason why assets are moving up and down, it makes things a whole lot easier because we know it's all rigged. I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. And then, guys, we have the dollar down. We have volume and crypto down. We have Tether, USDC. And then, of course, we have the Fed. Repo at $625 billion on Friday. And don't forget, we have Jerome in the house on the 31st. And we see the Fed, the OCC, and FDIC up to his old tricks. Plus, we have Basel III right around the corner. So, guys, we know we're about to enter into a banking crisis. It's too much debt. We have high interest payments. It has to crumble. And that's the reason why they're getting prepared. And just like the last banking crisis, crypto was blamed. And we know they're going to use the mainstream media to push the agenda. But these small and medium-sized banks have all this bad paper. And remember, guys, this was all done on purpose for the fourth industrial revolution. They have to bring it all down in order to bring in the robots, algorithms, and drones along with digital currencies. Where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, getting over into the spot Bitcoin ETFs, we have Grayscale, BlackRock, Fidelity have been down, but we see the volume, though, in these spot Bitcoin ETFs have been steady. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have OpenAI CEO Sam Altman eyes global chip venture funding, and he wants to use the funds to set up a network of factories to manufacture semiconductors. And guys, we know this is nothing but an NWO agenda. Remember, that's all Sam Altman is a person to move the agenda along. If you paid attention to Davos, that's all they talked about was artificial intelligence and how it's going to pick up productivity. And that's the reason why you're going to see the globe go through hyper deflation. It has to, because they're going to be destroying the United States world reserve currency. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And lastly, we have Ripple challenges SEC request for financials. And guys, we know the movie continues, but it's definitely going to end this year because we know stablecoin regulation will get put through this year. And in the United States, we're going to be flipping the switch for the fourth industrial revolution in 2025. Yes, it's going to take 3 to 5 years, but right now we're going to start seeing things speed up. And that's the reason why you're hearing the drums are beating. And that's the reason why you have Ripple SEC case, the distractions that keep you off this move towards this digital transformation. Ripple as a company is embedded in the emerging markets like all the top cryptos. So that lets you know United States has always been the place where a company wanted to get started because you had so much funding. But because the fourth industrial revolution is going to rise in the emerging markets, that's why we're seeing all the companies moving over. And the United States is last on purpose. Remember, we funded all this technology. We're last on purpose because we're the last free nation. And unfortunately, by the time the sheep wake up, the machines would have taken over. And the NWO have the all-seeing eye. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows, when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, BitChute, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Team goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.